So I'm gonna do one other entry, and we're just gonna start attacking them. Okay. This is one that I use. I mean, it just, situations occur, and if you grapple, you don't need a lot of context, right? And it's just like, butterfly guard. I've got entries for that, right? Escaping side control and mount. I get butterfly guard all the time, right? I'm not trying to teach the butterfly guard seminar like the front half of the book, okay? But there's some definite linkages there. But those are two inside guards, and we saw, okay, close guard, right? That's kind of outside moving to the inside. Some possibility there as well, okay? With this, we're just going to be seated. And I know a lot of you have probably seen colored belts in the room, a shin on shin guard, right? You can do some different things with this, including getting into X guard, single X, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to play double ankles, right? So from here, I hook around, so like he get a step back, right? If he wants, right? I just have my foot. This is like all this free area here. So I slap here around his knees, so he can't just step out. It's almost like pull your hand away. Pull your hand away. I just reinforced that area you pulled it out of, So it's just a gripping concept. I need to reinforce this. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go pick your favorite side. Okay, when I attack, and when I teach my competitors to attack, we have strategies where we might switch and go to the offside, but I tell them to attack on their favorite preferred side. So if you figured out what side you like on X guard, go that side every time. If we were doing submission defense or escaping pins, I would want us to work both. Hey, yeah, you need to put them on the other side, go, right? Because you don't get to choose, right? I don't get to choose. Oh, you're attacking my arm. Could you put me in an armbar on the other side, please? This is not my good side. We don't get that, right? So you got to do defensive stuff both sides. This offensive stuff, let's pick your favorite side, right? If you want to do one out of every 3 or 4 reps, you're offside, that's fine. I'm not going to deter that. That's good for dexterity, all right? So what I want to do here is I'm going to pick my favorite side. I'm going to off balance him here. Boom. Right now, see here, he still has posture, okay? Also, one observation, I said this to several groups. Look how I'm on my side. My fingers are pointing the direction of my hips are facing. Sorry. Like that was like a dam holding the water back right there. Like boom, it's off balancing him that way, putting his weight that way. But I'm not on my back. Okay, so that's one small little nuance here when we start attacking from this position. So if I want this leg to be aligned, I'm pushing away a little. Okay, now here I'm gonna lift and pull him backwards. Who knows what a De La Riva hook is? This is like a real cheap form of that. Right? Here. Here's the thing, guys. I know we have some young competitors here, or just practitioners. You may never compete, and that's fine. Jiu-jitsu can still be for you the whole time. But guess what is the first move that is exotic you will be able to do if you're a teenager or if you're 12 years old? A straight ankle lock. If you are an adult, you can already do them in tournaments if you don't know them. So I'm working a couple of them in. This one is legal for white belts, and you've got to be, over 16 years old, I believe, at the AGF. Okay, but this, I need to take some slack out with this, okay? And here, like what I'm gonna do is expand. I think about moving my hip forward and expanding my chest, like this. My hip goes forward, but I don't want to arch way back. So move your hip forward, and then when I say expand my chest, like I got his ankle locked into my chest, right? So what that is that. Like look how I'm just loosely gripping here, but that's leverage, okay? So when I do something small like that, I'm not squeezing with my arm. I don't have to be strong with my arm to do this. He just told me, oh, hey, it was ready to tap there, but not yet. You know, it's just like, and that was just the chest expansion. Okay? This takes some slack out of the lock so I can get into position. This boxes hip. Sorry. I know X guard's fancy, but get a side control real quick. Just your cover guard, please. There it is, off of your number one side control escape.
That's how I got it from there.
That too.
And that's how I got in Wichita. That's how I got smashed.
Right, and we were kind of talking
In 30 seconds.
about a knee on belly observation where you know, if you leave your foot hanging off knee on belly, you get caught right here. Okay? But it's there too. Alright? Just like I use that same escape he was doing to get the butterfly guard. And then I can go to my X guard. Right? And get right back to this same ankle lock, right? So it's about having those strategies, those A's and B's, where you just make it simple for yourself. Okay? So let's take a look at that again. So you stand here. Okay? Pick your favorite side. Go in here. Like this. I'm trapping this here. And grab your lapel just here. Nothing crazy. Look, lift up and pull him back. That, when he fell, it took a little slack out. So people be trying to ankle lock and stuff, it's not low enough on the joint. That's one of the problems. Here. And then another problem is start hipping that way. Alright? Now you're trapped. Alright, is that one of my favorite movies, The Bronx Tale? We were joking about this at Worlds. Now you just can't leave. I mean, it's a gangster says this to these bikers. Now you just can't leave. Right? But here, I mean, it's just real intense already, and I'm just holding, you know? And then I start that chest expansion leverage and that hip forward. Gets gnarly. Okay, one more time. Here.